which is exactly what your powers are perfect for. Did we do any rewind testing when you were here the first time?
No, we just talked about my trip over hot chocolate.
Then let's change that. We'll practice your skills, and if you run into any danger this weekend, you'll be ready.
Let's get to work. Moses is right. I need to be prepared for this weekend. Moses likes working on this when I'm around. I'm his Control V. Moses is pride and joy, though he hasn't had as much time for the stars since he started studying my powers. I'm 90% sure that Harold isn't real. Moses just made up a fake grad student to get an office all to himself. Sophie's been radio silent for almost a year. I wish we knew where she was. Tony and Moses make it look easy. How do you keep somebody that close for that long? Moses is so passionate about physics, but as far as I can tell, physics is just loading screens. A cutting from Maya's memorial tree. We're planning to give it to Sophie. If she ever comes. Aw, May's at the vet. I was in the mood for another staring contest. Yasmin has been through hell in the last year. Not that she didn't deserve some of it, but still. Aw, May's at the vet. I was in the mood for another You really understand how I'm feeling right now. Turtle strapped to a rocket booster. Moses had me rewind after the first scene of Brain Bucket 3 because he, quote, needed to unsee that. Yasmin has been through hell in the last year. Not that she didn't. Yasmin has been through hell in the last year. Not that she didn't deserve some of it, but still. We've covered a lot of ground these past months. People started talking about Safi's death like it was a bad dream. Then they stopped talking about it at all. Moses has been tracking weather patterns along with our rewind testing. No correlation yet. I'm a good guinea pig. For the most part. Yeah. About that whole avoid section. No crazy storms in the 9 months that we've been testing my powers. That's something. I was really worried when Moses said I should practice my power. You really missed your calling as the host of a children's science show.
There's still time. Let's begin. What was drawn on that card?
Seriously?
I never joke about testing, Max.
And yet you're such a ham. One moment. Yoink.
Welcome back.
Who's this formidable fellow?
That is the evil Swordmaster Frostbite from No True Samurai. Test number one. Tell me who killed him.
I have no idea. Let me guess. I can find the answer somewhere in this very room.
Who cares? It's a one-strike question. Test failed.
You're the worst. Are you my mystery killer? Using a rewind test to get me into anime? Moses is abusing his powers. Aw, May's at the vet. I was in the mood for another staring contest. Well, you're definitely no true samurai. But are you the killer? Moses had me rewind after the first scene of Brain Bucket 3 because he, quote, needed Moses' secret contraband kettle out in the open? How dare Moses be good at art and physics? Some of us can barely be good at one thing. I doubt this little guy starred in No True Samurai. But Safi's been radio silent for almost a year. I wish we knew where Tony and Moses make it look easy. How do you keep somebody back? Who is the murder victim? Frostbite? Maybe a fireflinger did the deed. Oh, I'll find Swordmaster Frostbite's killer, Moses. Just you wait. Moses likes working on this when I'm around. I'm his control. Moses' pride and joy. Though he hasn't had as much time for the stars since he started studying my powers. Are you my mystery killer? Don't worry, Swordmaster Frostbite. I'll find your killer. I'm 90% sure that Harold isn't real. Moses just made up a fake grad student to get an office all to himself. A cutting from Maya's memorial tree. We're planning to give it to Safi, if she ever comes back. You really understand how I'm feeling right now. Turtle strapped to a rocket booster. Moses had me rewind after the first scene of Brain Bucket. Well, you're definitely no true samurai. But are you the kid? So your name is Mina. But did you kill the samurai? Where's the proof? Well, Well, you're definitely no true samurai. So, your name is Mina. But did you kill the samurai? Where's the proof? Moses had me rewind after the first scene of Brain Bucket 3 because he, quote, needed to... Well, you're definitely no true samurai. But are you the killer? Moses isn't going to accept a second guess. Luckily, I can have as many first guesses as I need. Okay, ask me again.
Max, it's great that you can remember something you just saw, but I'm testing whether you can remember it before you saw it.
Fair enough. Okay, ask me.
Who killed Sword Master Frostbite in No True Samurai?
Miku Hirayama?
Are you just guessing? I know you have all the time in the world, but this is excessive.
Well, you're definitely no true samurai. But are you the killer? Okay, ask me.
Who killed Sword Master Frostbite in No True Samurai?
Mina Hiramatsu, the badass high schooler.
Correct. Are you ready for test number 2? Please hand me the object behind that locked door.
It was you, Mina. I didn't know you had it in you. If you want me to do something other than break into this thing with a screwdriver, speak now.
I'm just observing my test subject.
Good to hear. Haven't had to break into something for a while. But it's probably just like stealing a bike. just love watching you break things for science.
I know I won't remember it, but I still love watching it.
Damn. It's never simple in the Time Dojo. Moses and I don't have many common interests, but Chloe and I didn't either. With the right person, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm probably not going to develop hand-eye coordination in the next few minutes. Need another plan. A test where I get to break into things? Is Moses trying to cheer me up? Hey, Cushion. Want to save a mug in distress? Is this a bonus rewind test? Did you want the mug to fall?
No, that's just a lucky break.
Yes.
Get us out of here!
Max, you have to unbust the door.
What? Fixing it wasn't part of the test?
I think you know that it was.
A test where I get to break into things? Is Moses trying to cheer me up?
Thanks. I'll put the kettle on. Meet me on the X when you're ready.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. I want you to teleport to this side of the room in a particular moment. Specifically, the moment before this mug hits the ground.
Moses!
It does that sometimes. I'm gonna count to 3.
Moses! Moses, unplug the kettle!
Oh, it just does that sometimes.
Moses, unplug the kettle!
Oh, it just does that sometimes.
Guess I'll have to do this myself. Plug the kettle!
Oh, it just does that sometimes. Max, why'd you leave the X? What happened?
Fire happened.
Whoa. And I was just gonna let it spark. Well, thank you, teleporting Max. What?
That didn't happen before. We had hot chocolate last time, but it didn't combust. I just got back and I'm already changing things.
That's fascinating. Probably best to skip on the hot chocolate today. Let's debrief when you're ready.
I saved the observatory this time. Let's please tell me you'll stop using that kettle. For all we know, it burns down the school in 2 days.
I know it's a dysfunctional relationship, but I can fix her. You're right, though. Consider this her official retirement party.
How are you feeling about the disaster I just dropped into your lap?
Still processing. But I'm glad we still have a chance to do something. How do you feel?
I know my powers are, well, powerful. But that doesn't mean they're dependable. This could end badly. What if it was a mistake to come back here? What if I just make everything worse?
I know there are risks. There's a reason we never tested your ability to jump into photos. But our testing has proved that some kinds of rewind are safe. If you unbreak a mug, the universe doesn't seem to care.
This? Going back into a photo? Trying to stop a major catastrophe? This is where the bad shit starts happening.
We won't try to change everything. But if we figure out where and how the fire starts, we might be able to change the thing that matters. Let's take stock. What do we know for sure? What leads do we have?
The only thing we know for sure is that my powers are going to complicate things. They always do.
Maybe this time is different? We can't stay locked in the past.
Like I can help it. Every time a new disaster strikes, it always brings me back to the first disaster.
Chloe, in the school bathroom.
Yeah. I tried so hard to save her. And the one thing I learned is that you can't save everyone.
I'm sorry about Chloe.
And now we could lose a Loretta, or a Reggie, or a you. How are you so calm?
Because things are different. You're an adult with better control of your powers. And you have a brilliant physicist friend who wants to help.
That I do. So, how do we stop a fire before it starts? Oh, right. My class starts in 15 minutes. I should cancel.
No. Don't make any changes you don't have to. If we mess with the timeline too much, we might introduce new variables.
You know, I saw something in class last time. Reggie took a call and walked away when I got near. I wonder if it was about Abraxas.
Secret Society. Shady calls of the Abraxas president. It could be something.
And in the fire, I noticed some Abraxas graffiti. It seemed ominous.
Text me if you learn anything. I'm gonna steal another whiteboard from engineering. And Max? Promise me you'll do whatever you can this weekend. To stop the fire. To save people if it breaks out. Anything. I know there are consequences to using your powers, but Inaction has consequences too. Whatever happens, I need us to know that we did everything we could.
I think I need that too.
Have a good class.
I'm sorry. So sorry. Crazy day. Crazy day.
Because of your Grand Gallery tour of New York this weekend? I'm amazed you didn't ditch us entirely.
Yeah, you must be freaking out. When do you leave?
Actually, there's been a change of plans. The trip has been postponed.
I'm sorry, Max. Professional setbacks are always tough. Give yourself time to grieve, okay?
Thanks, Loretta.
Loretta, life is strange, double exposure.
Now, let's get to today's lesson. So, we've been focusing on composition, character of place, dynamic structure, light, balance, movement, contrast. If you've been paying attention so far, when you look out there, your eyes should find endless patterns of shapes, colors. But today, I want you to see something else entirely. I'll give you a hint. It's the most powerful element a photographer can pursue. Yet it's the one thing a photograph can never really have. Loretta, take us there.
Perfection.
Speak for yourselves.
That's a good guess. But I'm thinking of life. Human life, specifically. It's all around us. Sometimes it's overwhelming. I know it is for me. But when I turn my camera on one person and focus on trying to see them, really see them, I can feel a connection happen through the camera. So, look out there again. Find someone you don't know, someone who grabs your attention, someone you want to connect with. Your assignment today? Go take their pictures.
Oh, come on, don't make us do that.
Strangers, isn't that dangerous?
Be reasonable, Max.
Now I remember. I got the same reaction the last time I lived through this day. And the assignment was a total dud. Maybe a demonstration would help.
All right, you artsy introverts. I, your fearless leader, shall go first. Observe.
Hey, sorry to bother you. My name's Max. I'm a photographer.
I can see that, Max.
I'm actually teaching a class, and it would save me from looking super lame in front of my students if I could take your picture.
I don't normally let people take my picture, but I'd hate to be the cause of your public humiliation. Shoot. So, why was I selected for this demonstration?
You seemed lost in your book, as if the rest of the world wasn't here. I find that kind of focus exciting.
Exciting, am I? But there's a flaw in your plan. Now that we've started talking, whatever you were trying to capture before must surely be gone.
You're right. The camera changes things. That's why I tell my students, you're not capturing reality. You're composing it.
My nerdy physicist friend tells me that's called the observer effect. Particles jumping around just from being looked at.
I have one of those too. Something about her suddenly feels very familiar.
Well, did you capture my essence? Did my intrigue translate through the camera?
I think I captured what you were willing to show me. Sophie, is that you?
It was so nice to meet you, Max. I hope your students found this as enlightening as I did.
My students. I almost forgot about them.
Everything okay? That looked intense.
It was one of the most fascinating pictures I've ever taken. Now go. Spread out. Find your subject. I'll be around if you need me. Was that really Sophie? With a shapeshifter, you never know for sure. But if she's really back, hiding herself on campus days before a massive fire, that is alarming. Either way, she's gone now. I need to use this time to check in with my students and see if they know anything that could help me understand this fire. Right. Amanda is performing tonight. She is the president of Abraxas, which is seemingly connected to the fire. And I know Loretta is somehow too. I need to talk to both of them.